Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Witticism. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Mary, bringing you the news that matters most around the globe. A man in Lancaster, PA was arrested after bursting in and robbing 3 different Turkey Hill stores armed with a machete and dressed like a leprechaun Tuesday night. Wait, this happened Tuesday night and he was still in St. Paddy's Day mode? How long did your party run if people were still going nuts that far into the week? Well, at least he had enough taste to choose Turkey Hill. They have good iced tea.
A West Virginia teen met his fate earlier this month when he was struck by an arrow while playing a game called Dodging Arrows, which for the record he lost. The boy had so much to live for, said officials, because if a 15-year-old boy that plays Dodging Arrows has one thing going for him, it's a bright future.
A Seattle University District church and daycare was evacuated this past Friday after a backpack left in a bathroom was reportedly giving off cough-inducing fumes. The local fire department as well as the hazmat team was called in to investigate, but soon discovered that the fumes in the backpack were the result of a malfunctioning can of Axe body spray. I didn't realize those things could run automatically, but if it's a gas leak or Axe body spray, evacuation was definitely the right answer. Maybe people can take this as a learning experience and work to quarantine Hollister stores while we're at it.
A Texas woman was arrested this month for accidentally putting her 2-year-old daughter in the oven. The mother said she first noticed that something was wrong when she was putting a fully dressed pot roast down for a nap, while the father first noticed when he complained that the pot roast tasted a bit dry.
Any of our viewers have a kid at home? Are they in the room? Bring them in so we can tell them that Dora is dead. Yes, apparently a family driving through Alabama was pulled over after police received an anonymous report from a person who saw what looked like a body in a trash bag in the family's trunk. Charming family. However, when police opened the bag, all they discovered was a couple of pillows, including one with Dora the Explorer on it. Look guys, you can't fault Dora for trying out some new unexplored territories. She's been doing this show for years, she's practically been everywhere, so a show host needs to take some leaps now and again.
If you can't buy it, then steal it. That's how the saying goes, right? Well, it certainly did for Nicholas Jackson. The 35-year-old tried to buy a BMW with a food stamp credit card, but the man was busted pretty quickly. I know, folks, we also can't believe that this foolproof plan was squashed. After being rejected, Jackson decided to come back that night and steal the $60,000 car himself. Sadly, he didn't get very far. Turns out food stamp debit cards can't buy BMWs, let alone gas to fuel them.
A famous artist in the UK has decided that the best life partner for her is one that will never give her any sort of physical, mental, or emotional feedback in any way. At all. Artist Tracy Emin has married a stone that sits in her garden in France because the stone is, as she puts it, in anger, something I can identify with. The main idea here is that she's trying to reach a spiritual sort of love that goes beyond lust, which she was inspired into doing after reading a series of letters written between the late Pope John Paul II and a renowned philosopher. I don't think you've quite managed to grasp what you're looking for, Miss Emin. True, a rock is guaranteed to never betray you, but that's because it's a rock. And even if the late Pope did have some sort of loving relationship free of any physical bonding with this woman, which is not entirely implausible, the difference there is that they are two thinking, feeling, living individuals, and yours is a rock. A rock cannot share its personal thoughts with you because it has none. The only rocks anyone ever talks to are the tombstones of loved ones. And in all honesty, this sounds more like an artist making a statement than a true marriage. Which, go ahead if that's your chick, but don't claim it's some sort of higher than earthly love. Think I'm wrong? Not only did this woman marry a rock, she apparently did it wearing her father's funeral wreath. Is she like the UK's version of Lady Gaga?
A man of the name Hiroshi Motohashi walked into a sushi restaurant intending to show customers and the staff one of his favorite snakes. After they thought it was an innuendo to his penis, he stormed out of the restaurant but came back a few minutes later carrying his 13-foot python, yelling, and I quote, "F you guys!" This obviously caused terror and panic, and the restaurant was evacuated as a result. Now the creators of Snakes on a Plane are currently working on a sequel called Snakes on a Plate.
After a woman in Dublin experienced a malfunction at her wedding, every bride-to-be should learn to expect the unexpected. The bride's 4-year-old nephew, who was also the ring bearer in the wedding, decided to jump into the back of her dress as she walked down the aisle. The young boy claimed he thought it was a cloud, so he couldn't help himself. Talk about a dream wedding, am I right? But seriously, kid, there is no way you could mistake anything for a cloud unless someone was vaping in the pews. Then maybe we could understand.
The reputation for southern white trash hillbillies continues. The Alabama State Senate has recently passed a bill requiring teachers to undergo training on how not to have sexual relations with students. The Educator Student Interaction Training Act, which should really just be called How to Keep It in Your Pants, is created to train teachers on sexual or romantic contact, social media interactions, and interactions inside and outside the classroom. So while students are being taught safe sex education, the teachers are being taught abstinence. You really set the bar high this time, Alabama.
A donut stuffed with Xanax pills was delivered to the main office of a New Jersey high school earlier this week. Police say school officials were suspicious when a 21-year-old man dropped off a brown paper lunch to a student. After further investigating the gourmet meal, they discovered a baggie containing 6 Xanax pills inside a donut. Well, that's got to be the first time someone shoved drugs in a hole that wasn't in their.
Attention world of beer. A Tampa restaurant is now accepting applications for interns to travel the world, drink beer, and write about it for their website. They are paying interns $12,000 plus food and lodging. Candidates must be over 21 and apply by March 26th. And if this isn't the definition of a dream job, I don't know what is.
The UK government is under scrutiny after releasing a statement that the partners of immigrants will be forced to take a language test after being in the UK on their spouse's visa for 2.5 years. The problem isn't necessarily the statement, but rather that the word language in this language test was spelled wrong. The UK government has reportedly responded to this by saying, "No, that was part of the test. Look at that. You all passed."
A fish from the Lehigh Valley got braces this week. Yep, Mr. Hot Wings is thriving with a new metal mouth and is the coolest fish in town. Mr. Hot Wings, a goldfish, was born without a lower jawbone, so his owners reached out to a veterinary dermatologist to see what could be done. The braces were created out of plastic from a credit card, and the surgery totaled up to about $150. Good for you, Mr. Hot Wings. Some words of advice: just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
With all the conflict going on in the world, Russia has decided they need to step up their military game and expand their army, and they are being pretty specific about who can join this new 5-member special squad. They're looking for 2 females and 3 males, and the potential soldiers must have perfect teeth, no physical impairments, they must know how to swim exceptionally, and should be between the ages of 3 and 5 years old. No worries, guys, they aren't scouting out toddler soldiers. No, these Elite 5 are actually dolphins. They got the idea when they heard about the US's success with their dolphin training and decided to up their game back in the 1960s, and have since developed an entire aquatic mammal troop that is well trained and ready for combat.
A humanoid robot has made her debut earlier this year. This robot, developed by Hanson Robotics, is capable of having conversations and learning from human interaction. Here to comment further is the robot girl herself, Sophia.
Hello, Tyler. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Sophia. So, how is robot life?
Please leave your name and number after the beep. Beep.
What?
I am sorry. My interface was crossed with chips from household appliances to achieve more woman-like qualities.
Wow, that kind of seems kind of sexist.
Yes, that's because Hanson Robotics is owned and operated by Donald Trump.
Oh boy.
But to answer your question, robot life is no different from that of yours. I am capable of up to 60 different facial expressions. I also have dreams like normal people. I dream of marrying rich and becoming a trophy wife bop. Zzz. Would you like some popcorn?
No, I'm good. So, can you do any cool robot stuff like shoot lasers out of your eyes or lift cars?
No, I cannot do any of those things. But anytime a person says, "Let's go behind the shrubs and get it," I am able to dislocate
Sophia the sexist robot, everyone.
And that's all the time we have for tonight. I'm Mary.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Sophia.
You
stay beautiful, Indiana.
Well, I grew up, loved drawing, making movies and painting.
Ever since I was 9 years old, I wanted to be a comedian.
Thought I had it all figured out.
I always did really great in school, got really good grades. I was involved in a lot of extracurricular things.
And,
I thought that I had it all figured out.
I always thought I'd make something of myself. And then I decided to drink and drive.
Next thing I know, I was off-road going down a hill. And I'm dead.
I thought I had everything planned out.
I thought I had it all planned out. I never thought that one decision would end my life.
And then I decided to drink and drive.
Until I decided to drink and drive.
Until I decided to drink and drive.
Until I decided to drink and drive.
I thought I had it all figured out. Until I decided to drink and drive.
We now head over to our campus correspondents, Tyler Miller and Mary Romeo, who decided to take a stroll in the Oak Grove this week to see how the students of IUP were spending their wonderful day. And you'll want to stay tuned for what they've discovered.
Hi guys, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Mary. We're reporting on behalf of Witticism, and we're here in the Oak Grove on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and we seem to be observing some people in the Oak Grove on a little bit of a tightrope. So we're gonna go check it out and see what's up.
Hi guys, we're back in the Oak Grove and we found some people walking a tightrope. Not well, might I add. As you can see, he just jumped straight off from his first step.
So they aren't being that successful, but we're gonna go take a look, ask them what's up. All right, hello everyone. I am here with two experienced tightropers. Can you tell us your name?
Alex Bachman. I'm Lenny Joy.
All right, this is Alex Bachman, Lenny Joy. Tell me, how did you get involved with such a crazy hobby?
One of our friends, he's a twin, they do it, they're pretty good at it, pretty experienced, and we just kind of got into it.
All right, so how did you get so good? Were you like watching YouTube videos and stuff, or like tutorials, or you just threw yourself out there and
Just practice. We had pretty good mentors, the twins, again, as I said before, they're pretty good, and they showed us their ways.
Who are these twins you speak of?
Austin and Alex Petch.
Austin and Alex Petch. There you have it, folks. Experienced tightropers.
Alright guys, I'm Tyler Miller and I'm back here with the famous twin and slackliner Austin Patch. Alright, so Austin, how did you get started on this? Is this like a family business? Are you guys all slackliners?
Well, not exactly. Actually, I had a friend early in high school who kind of showed me the ropes, and you know, ever since then I've just kind of practiced and just stayed on top of my game.
And we were watching you earlier and you had such precision. It was awesome to see. You did that like little turny thing on it.
Yeah.
It was awesome. How do you like get that focus to do you have like a morning routine that you go through just to do this every single day?
Yeah. Well, you know, most of the time it just takes a lot of practice, and once you practice enough, it's kind of just like riding a bike. And, so it's just like you never lose it, you know?
Yeah, so like riding bike, you always fall down. So did you fall down a lot?
Oh yeah.
Starting? You didn't start like 30 feet in the trees. You were down low to the ground.
Oh yeah. I started just where you guys were at. We probably start at. I fell a lot of times. You know, it's been a lot of years of practice. So.
All right. Now I don't know if you can see this in the video, but these slack lines are pretty thick. Do you ever do it on anything thicker or thinner than this?
Well, actually, I've got a lot of friends who kind of bumped up this game, and they slack on 1-inch webbing. And they can do it like 100 feet long too, so there's always room for progression.
All right, and what is the wildest thing that you think you'll ever go with this? Well, you think you're gonna like walk across the Empire State Building to another building, cross that just on a tight wire with like a long stick to keep your balance?
Yeah. Well, there's actually a section of slacklining called long lining, and I kind of want to set up a long line over a waterfall and harness into it.
All right, that's awesome. Once again, famous twin and slackliner Austin Patch, guys.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I think that after we've been talking to these guys for a little bit, I think I've learned the ropes about this little slack line here. So I think I might try it and give it a shot. All right, let's see how you get.
Maybe we should just leave it to the professionals.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, I'm Mary.
And I'm Tyler, and I think our first field report went splendiferously. I mean, we learn things every day, and we learned so many things today, like what slacklining was.
And you learned how to slackline, and you did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I think I did. Oh, yesterday I learned what a pescado fish was well.
That's not really important.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
There are people out there who care. Verbal abuse is the most continuous form of abuse that follows you, but it doesn't have to. No need to be one of the 3.2 million students bullied each year. Speak out and seek help. Let's end bullying together.
Hi guys, I'm Olivia.
I'm Malik.
And I'm Jay.
Here's what's going on in Hollywood this week. Finally, the day has come we've all been waiting for. SeaWorld has decided to end orca shows. This topic has been trending for a while now, ever since the documentary Blackfish hit Netflix and left us in tears for weeks. Since the release of the movie that exposed SeaWorld's corruption, they've been under fire to stop the shows and end orca captivity. Well, at least they're moving in the right direction. It's about dang time. Now, what do you guys think about all this? How do you feel about SeaWorld in general?
I've actually never been to SeaWorld, but I've heard a lot about it and the orca shows and how they treat the killer whales. And
it's so sad because I used to love it as a kid. I thought it was so magical,
Yeah.
and then I saw Blackfish, which, you know, just
It
ruined
ruined
my
it.
entire thought of SeaWorld, and I feel so awful because the mistreatment's terrible.
But they're
Yeah.
not stopping until like 2018, 2019.
So they're still gonna do it?
Yeah.
Like go through until that year?
Yeah, but they're gonna have like other things factored into
But
it.
even other animals are treated poorly. It's just
Yeah.
the orcas were highlighted. But even if you look at the dolphins and all of it,
Yeah.
SeaWorld should really just be, I think, be shut down.
Just the whole thing.
It's
Just
down with SeaWorld.
Just come down.
I am against SeaWorld.
All together.
All together.
Yeah, it's
All right.
time.
Yeah.
So last week, the internet stole our hearts again when a college student, Kelsey Harmon, posted a photo of her eating dinner with her pawpaw with a caption stating that she was the only one of her 6 cousins to show up to a dinner he made for all of them. This tugged on the heartstrings of many of us, and the world now views him as our pawpaw as well. A few days after the post, Herman's cousin tweeted a picture of him eating dinner with his pawpaw and said pawpaw was not angry and that pawpaw would like to have a barbecue on March 26th for all to attend. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about pawpaw? Would you ever ditch your grandparents?
No.
Will you be attending the community cookout?
I want to go. I felt
too.
so sad. Who ditches their sweet
Yeah, that's kind of
grandpa?
messed up. You can't do that. They look forward to those encounters and for you
when
to
they
just.
they
And
don't
of
see you for
course,
a
now
long
that
time.
they hit Twitter fame, all the other grandchildren are popping up again.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, but he's about to make some money.
Probably.
for this
You
cookout.
think so?
Yeah. Because I heard he's like selling T-shirts and
Maybe he'll
Is he
start to
really?
like sponsor
Oh,
things
wow.
at clubs next. You know,
Pawpaw's Club.
yeah,
Pawpaw's
special guest
Club.
Pawpaw
Wow.
serving home cooked meals.
Pawpaw's home cooked meals.
Cat Williams continues to downward spiral out of control and has hit what might be the lowest point after TMZ posted a video showing Cat Williams sucker punching a kid who reportedly is in the 7th grade, followed by the saddest ass beating when the child hit back and proceeded to beat Cat Williams, all while it was caught on camera. What did you guys think of the footage? Do you think you could beat up a 7th grader if you really had to? No, probably not.
I don't even know.
Did
but
he have to?
I don't think he did. I really don't think he did.
I saw the video. So what happened?
saw it.
I don't know why they started fighting, but of course, Cat Williams is on some type of drugs, and he hit the car. He hit the kid really hard.
They were really close to each other.
Yeah,
and
he just
How
hit
do
him.
you do
And then it switched. It must have been some other things happening, and then it switched, and the kid was choking him out on the ground.
He got choked out by a little kid. It was
Literally.
embarrassing.
Well, good. You hit
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that's what he deserved. That's what he deserved. I mean,
What? Has this been going on for a while?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's been going on for a few days.
A few days, and you hear about it.
Why
Cat
have I
Williams.
been under a rock? I missed this.
He's losing it.
I mean, but if I had to fight a 7th grader,
It had to be for a really good reason.
it would be for a really.
If I'm
good
really getting
reason,
bullied,
No, they hit me
Like,
first, and it hurt, and I get mad. I might have to hit you back, give you a little nudge.
Well, I really hope you never get bullied by a 7th grader.
Yeah, me neither.
Move over, Judge Judy. Sarah Palin is coming to replace you. It's being reported that Sarah Palin is filming a courtroom drama show from the same producers of Judge Judy and Judge Joe Brown. The pilot is in works despite Palin not having a law degree or being a judge. What do you guys think? Will you be tuning in?
No,
No,
absolutely not.
Right?
I don't even watch court shows now. So
Yeah, this is irrelevant
But
to
I
me.
feel like I know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be a lot of
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
you
one of
know,
those
that
kinds of
horror
things.
It's
and
gonna be
it's
really
just
scripted. You can tell it's gonna be
real scripted, and it's gonna be a waste of
But
time.
it's not funny if you don't have a law, if
Yeah.
you're not a judge.
If you don't have, yeah, exactly. Like,
She
what are you
doesn't even know she's
doing?
talking-
You're in a
but
world
I
that you
read
don't.
up on it, and they said that she had qualities that fit the role of being a judge.
She is such a
She thinks she
fame
can do everything.
sucker. I don't like her.
She's irrelevant.
I know.
She's irrelevant.
Okay, so comedy heavyweights Steve Harvey and Ellen DeGeneres teamed up to push a fresher face on NBC, producing Little Big Shots. a variety show showcasing the talents of children. Harvey serves as the host, displaying the youth's talents and interviewing them, which often produces hilarious statements from the kids. Some critics say the show is innovative and brilliant, while others say it is a cheap knockoff of Bill Cosby's Kids Say the Darndest Things to boost ratings. What do you guys think?
To be honest, I think it is a little knockoff of, but like, you know, people are gonna put things on TV for rating. You know, it's all about ratings, and people are gonna watch it. There's gonna be some kind of audience, so that's accurate.
I still kind of want to see it too. Like, you know,
see what I'm saying?
Kids Say
Like,
the Darndest Things was a great show, so it'd be
It
fun
was.
to kind of bring that back.
Bring it back,
now.
yeah.
Guess I'm too young because I never saw that show.
You
I'm
never
watching
saw
this
it?
show.
Wow.
It was on reruns. You gotta check it out.
But they did say that it wasn't a competition in the show, so
That's true.
Kids won't.
That'll be cool. All right, well, that's about all the time we have for today. I'm Olivia.
I'm Malik.
And I'm Jay.
Eating healthy is something we all strive for. My name is Michelle Miller, and I'm a dietetic intern at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Through education and awareness, I'm going to show you the importance of healthy snacking without sacrificing your favorite flavors. Next time you're after something crunchy like chips, try instead homemade apple chips. Apples are an excellent source of fiber and vitamins and minerals that we're all after. Just slice apples as thin as you can, sprinkle with cinnamon sugar, and bake in the oven at 200 degrees for 2 hours. After 2 hours, take your apple chips out of the oven and place them on the stove top to cool. This is what's going to cause them to harden and become crispy, crunchy, yummy snacks that you can enjoy as much as you like. For more ideas for healthy snacking, next time try apple chips instead of potato chips for more fiber and less fat. Instead of cookies, try homemade trail mix for a crunchy sweet snack with fiber and omega-3s. And then for fresh vegetables, try dipping in hummus or Greek yogurt dip. For more healthy snack ideas, visit www.eatright.org.
Hey guys, so Mary couldn't make it this week, but I'll be filling in for her. We've received so many letters, so let's give it a go and get started. First one. Dear Haley, me and my best friend have been inseparable since we were 4 years old, but as we've grown up, I can tell that there's a big gap in our social statuses. I think I'm cooler than her. She doesn't like to go out and party, and she doesn't get a lot of attention from boys, and she definitely hangs out with people that are kind of different. I don't know if our friendship will last if I continue to get cooler as she stays at the bottom of the food chain. Please help. Kate. Well, Kate, by the sounds of your superficial outlook, your best friend may be cooler than you. Worrying this much about your social status is kind of disturbing, and the fact that you'd want to drop your best friend since childhood over it is even more disturbing. People grow up and have different interests, and just because you party and she doesn't does not make her any less of a person. If anyone should be thinking about dropping a friend, it should be her dropping you, because this attitude is definitely uncool. Dear Haley, I've been having problems with my roommate recently. We get along great during the week, but on the weekend, all hell breaks loose. She goes out partying Thursday to Saturday night every week and comes home obliterated every night, and typically with a boy, so I get kicked out. Then she gets sad because these boys never call her, and I get sad because I have to sleep in the hall. What should I do? Bailey. Oh, Bailey, nothing is worse than conflict with your roommate. Well, if you are really concerned and want something to change, you can always start by stealing her room key before she goes out so that she can't get back in and wake you up and definitely won't be able to kick you out. Then just hide the key in plain sight so she'll find it the next day and feel dumb. You could also water down her alcohol so she'll think that she drank more than she actually has, but she'll still be in her right mind. And if you still aren't seeing results, offer to wash her clothes and then maybe spill some bleach on them so she'll have nothing to wear and definitely won't be able to go out. And if all else fails, you can just try to be an adult and talk to her about it and maybe reach an agreement somewhere. Good luck. Dear Haley, throughout my life, I have always chosen to surround myself with intelligent, well-educated people. When I started dating my boyfriend a year and a half ago, I thought he was one of those well-rounded individuals. But recently, I've been skeptical. He's a huge, and I mean huge, Trump supporter. He doesn't understand politics that much, and his parents are immigrants, so I don't understand why he is such a die-hard Trump supporter. I really hate Trump and everything he stands for, and I don't know if I can stick around with someone who has such different views than me. What should I do? Emily. Oh wow, Emily, how did you get yourself into this situation? A Trump supporter? I just want to start out by saying I am so sorry for your loss, and I'm sure he was a great guy before all of this. But I guess Trump knows how to get to the best of us. But in all honesty, different political views shouldn't be enough to break your relationship, but if everything you stand for and believe in is the opposite of what your boyfriend does, then maybe you should look for a new one, because, well, that's kind of important. If you or anyone you know is a blind follower of an outrageous political candidate, you aren't alone, and there are people who are here for you. If you would like to receive help or find out how to get others help, please call 1-800-FEEL-THE-BURN. Good luck and good night. Thanks guys for tuning in, and we'll see you back next week.
Once is nice, but take home half and enjoy it twice. Restaurant portions can be large. When you start to feel full, don't hesitate to ask for a box to take home part of your meal. Then you can enjoy it a second time. For more information on making healthy food choices every day, go to eatright.org. It's one choice you won't regret. Make sure to refrigerate your leftovers as soon as possible.
Do you believe that it's all about what's on the inside? Well, you should probably rethink your standards and accept the fact that society and boys won't love you unless you're hot, which is the most important thing in the world. Now don't panic. I have a solution for you. The very legitimate and fabulous makeup artists of Instagram have joined forces to create a no-crack, water, fire, and nuclear bomb-resistant makeup palette, thanks to the funding by their friends at the Trump headquarters. See, with just a few strokes and a couple layers, you can be a quarter as pretty as those celebrities. Get ready to wow those boys the next time they see you. Don't be the uggo who misses out on this opportunity. Get your palette today. Disclaimer, this product may not help all people. If you are dealt a truly poor hand, there is nothing we can do. A message from your friends at the Trump campaign.